Can I read your private Facebook messages?
I don't know. What do you mean?
Will you let me read your private Facebook
No,
messages?
I wouldn't want you to, no.
Why not?
Because they're private.
Recently, documents came out detailing how Facebook has been allowing big corporations to pay to have access to their users' private information. They even go so far as to allow Spotify, Netflix, and the Royal Bank of Canada access to their users' private messages. That means they could write them or delete them or even read them. Let's go ask some of these students at UT whether or not they would let me read their private Facebook messages, given that Facebook is already letting all these other corporations read their private Facebook messages. Can I read your private Facebook messages?
No.
Can I read your private Facebook messages?
No.
Why not?
Is that private?
Can I read your private Facebook messages?
They're private.
There's probably some stuff you don't want to read in there.
I don't really message on Facebook, but I'd say no.
Can I read your guys' private Facebook messages?
No.
Sure, I barely ever use Facebook.
Sure.
Yeah? You're okay with that?
Yep.
And I can do whatever I want with the messages?
I would say no.
I don't have any private Facebook messages. I don't really use Facebook.
Yeah, I don't have anything on there. I never use Facebook messages, so.
I feel like it's just as personal sometimes as text messaging.
So do you think that that's an odd request?
Yeah.
Do you think that that's kind of an unreasonable request?
It's kind of weird.
Why do you think that that's an unreasonable request?
Because it's an invasion of privacy.
What do you say to the fact that it came out that Facebook has been allowing several big companies to have access to read your private messages?
It makes me pretty upset because, they're supposed to be private.
I feel like could be an invasion of privacy. I don't know.
I think it's an invasion of privacy.
It's definitely a breach of trust.
It's kind of horrifying.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty crazy. You really have, no privacy anymore.
That's why I really don't use Facebook that much. It is definitely a negative and definitely hinders, my wanting to use Facebook.
That's precisely why I don't put a lot of information on Facebook, so that people can't access my information.
I don't really use Facebook that much, so it doesn't really affect me.
I don't know. I guess it's not really an issue. I don't use Facebook Messenger at all, so.
Do you think that Facebook should be held accountable for this?
Very much so, yeah.
Do you think anything should be done about Facebook doing this?
I don't know. Probably, maybe. I don't really know enough to say for sure, but yeah.
Do you think that Facebook should be held accountable?
Absolutely. Yeah. Legally and socially.
What about you?
Yeah. I honestly don't really use it that much. I'm more of a text message kind of person, so.
Yeah.
But I think as a company, they shouldn't be able to do that without clearly and explicitly stating it.
Are you less likely after knowing this to use Facebook?
I mean, not really, because it's how I connect with my family, overseas, so I kind of have to.
Facebook messaging isn't, a big thing amongst college students.
Do you not really use Facebook?
Not for messaging.
Not for messaging. So what about the people that have been using it for messaging? Do you think that it violates their rights?
Yeah, I feel bad for them.
I'll still use it, but I might not reveal any personal information through it.
I don't think I ever sent anything sensitive before, so I don't think it'll impact me that much.
Now that I know they're doing that, then there's no reason for me to start now, so.
Be careful what you put on there. It's the internet.
You should understand that you're putting yourself at risk to have your information exposed to people that you might not want it to, so it doesn't necessarily change my opinion. I'm still fairly conservative when it comes to putting my information out there, so no, I wouldn't say it changes it.
Generally, just the people need to be more educated on the risks of using Facebook Messenger or things like that.
Do you think that that gives them some kind of power over the American population? I mean, think of all the information that they could harvest.
Yeah, I do think it's very significant.
We know that they've been implementing social credit scores in China. Do you think that this information floating around on everyone in these big corporations could be used in the future negatively against people on social credit scores?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. If you post bad stuff and it gets out on the internet, if you trash talk about someone, they end up being your employer, it's going to hurt you in the long run. So yeah, it could definitely be used negatively.
All in all, it looks like most young people and college students already go into social media exercising caution, knowing that anything they put on there could eventually be exposed one day. And it looks like most of these college kids don't even really seem to use Facebook for much, and especially not Facebook's private messenger. This doesn't look good for the future of Facebook. Is Facebook going to be the next MySpace?
This is an emergency transmission from deep in the heart of Texas. The U.S. resistance against a global corporate combine empowered and funded by Communist China, allied with the big mega banks that set up Communist China in 1949. The Communist Chinese have taken control of U.S. telecommunications infrastructure. The Communist Chinese have taken control of Hollywood. The Communist Chinese have taken control of the main universities. This is all confirmed. This is not a drill. Big tech in Silicon Valley is almost completely run by the Communist Chinese government. They've officially become state-run. Apple, 100%. Google is now making the transition and announcing a merger and total worldwide censorship. They are now beta testing using me as the straw man, a demonized version of Alex Jones, to do that. This is happening. This is not like the other probes before that were meant to get you used to probes and censorship, thinking you would adapt to censorship by just putting up with it. Now this attack is thousands and thousands and thousands of times the magnitude of all previous attacks. This is a titrated dose, reverse psychological warfare operation using adapt and overcome subversion paradigm manipulation. In layman's terms, they are manipulating the fact that we adapt to being oppressed. We adapt to being pressed at the low dosages of oppression. Now, when the megaton hits us of the total takeover, we try to adapt to the poison infusion instead of not knowing it's a lethal dose if we accept the dose. Total Internet of Things integration, global social score, complete command and control system. It is the virtual reality AI weapon system now attacking the United States with traitors inside the major security agencies, blocking Trump's resistance of the program and attempting to stop us from removing the tentacles of the Chi-Com/big tech banking combine emergency situation. I have been chosen for destruction because I brought you this information and have been ramming it out as much as I can. They want to double use me, as they always do in any complex system of mathematical deception, where every angle of my good is turned against us. So they take what I've said, being sincere, build me into an insincere person in the straw man. I'm a person that cares about life and children and is against these wars. And so they make me a herder of children. And then they build me into this lie to then set the distraction while they're actually censoring all of you to make a debate about Alex Jones. So even if I didn't sell out to them, they now use me as an archetype to serve them by being the main distraction. I have now been captured by the enemy in the information warfare fulcrum and is being used against you. Only your full understanding of this key will break you free from this paradigm. I have given you the transmission. Now break free.
I have sworn upon the altar of God eternal hostility against every form of tyranny over the mind of man. Thomas Jefferson. If you are receiving this transmission, you are the resistance.
Whether you're looking to boost the benefits of our fish oil formula or just want an alternative, InfoWars Life has the formula for you. Ultimate Krill Oil is a powerhouse formula that takes advantages of the EPA, DHA, and omega-3s found in our high-quality, ultra-pure krill oil concentrate. Containing powerful antioxidants such as astaxanthin and omega-3s, Ultimate Krill Oil can help you experience the benefits of fish oil with less required DHA and EPA. This incredible formula can help your body in many ways, including supporting heart health, joint health, and cognitive health, aiding in regulating fat metabolism, helping to maintain cognitive function, and more. And while other krill oil formulas may chemically modify their formulas, we're giving you the benefits of a simple formula that contains unmodified, high-quality krill oil concentrate. Paired with our Ultimate Fish Oil or used separately, it's time to see what krill oil can do for you with Ultimate Krill Oil, now available at InfoWarsStore.com.
Over 20 years ago, Alex Jones created the media platform called InfoWars, and in the decades since, it's grown into a truly remarkable institution with over 200 radio affiliates, tens of millions of unique website visitors monthly, and a 24/7 live news TV channel broadcasting from state-of-the-art studios in Austin, Texas. InfoWars has become the most trusted independent news source in the country, dedicated to delivering breaking news, live coverage of special events, and exclusive reports you won't find anywhere else. While the old guard media struggles to maintain supremacy in a landscape rocked by innovation and technology, InfoWars has been at the forefront of the information revolution. From 8 million radio listeners, over 2 million YouTube subscribers, or the billions of views of our online content, InfoWars proves dominant in every facet of media we enter. For the hardest-hitting reports, uncompromising analysis, for high-profile interviews and bombshell revelations, accept no substitutes. Demand truth. Demand InfoWars. InfoWars. Tomorrow's news today.